Hello and welcome everybody. How are you all going? Welcome to round 4 of the Spec7 Racing Series. And I'm looking forward to this one. This is going to be a very, very good race, a very tight race. On the smallest, no, not quite the smallest track on the circuit. I think it's the second smallest, but not by much, but it's a very short, gnarly track. Not a lot of overtaking manoeuvres, just 2.2 kilometres long, I believe. No real defined overtaking spots, and it's going to be very, very hard on tyres. You are turning it for something like 82% of this lap, and with a big long straight, that means you are turning a lot. So, look, I want to start off by welcoming everyone to the stream, those people watching, as well as Ryan and Willie, who are both joining me for chats. Hello, boys.
Oh, hey there.
Howdy do.
Hey. Hopefully the name of the stream is right now. It looked like something happened. I'd actually mislabeled it anyway, to be honest. So it was wrong even if it was right, if you know what I'm saying, but it's all right now. So, we are going to get into it. Get out, do some practice qualifying laps. The server is finally full. The first 14 came in super fast. I was going to use a really bad simile there, which I've managed to avoid, and it is now full, though.
That's what you want.
That is what I want. But yeah, welcome to everyone. Who can I see on the chat there? James, Chris, Moldovich, Daniel, Lim. We got James as well. Going to be mad for me. Kids in school play tomorrow, then England game. And just enough time to get both FIA races in. Going to be very close on time. Look, life's hard. What do you reckon, boys?
That's what makes it exciting.
That is why it's exciting, isn't it?
If it was easy, everyone would do it.
That's true. Let's pop the headphones on. Let's get out amongst it. We've got about 15 minutes or so of practice. And then we're going to roll through to qualifying. Get out and set some laps. Where does your PSN name originate from? Ooh, I can't believe that after all this time, that is the first time I've ever been asked that. It seems random. There is a reason I chose that name. Are your guys' headlights stuck on? What's with that? I can't turn them, I can't close the headlights.
Might be a time thing.
Yeah, no, they're up. Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because we're cool.
There's a part of me
probably
that's...
a time thing.
Part of me that's like slightly triggered by it. Because it's like, that's unaerodynamic. It's okay on the street.
Did you see on the weekend during the Toyota GT86 round, Steve Owen manually put in the wing mirrors?
No.
During qualifying? Because there's a button inside. You can retract the mirrors in so that they're not out.
Yeah.
And he did that.
That is the opposite of in, not... That's what in means, not out. But yeah, so during qualifying, how did he lean across and get the...
No, well, there's a button inside, so it automatically does it.
All right. Okay. Well,
it didn't make me go any
Very
faster.
sneaky.
It was just funny.
Moldovich, I reckon that it was a car number plate. It was not. It was not.
He used to be a doctor, and 913 was his kill rate.
Yeah.
That was his number.
Where'd the X come from then?
Well, that's Dr. X.
That's like X people. They were people,
Yeah.
but then once this doctor got hold of 913 of them, they were X people.
Yeah. X gonna give it to you.
That is not where it came from. This track is going to be gnarly, and I'm going to have something of a driver's brief before the race, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy just watching you now with that car in front of you.
Yeah, and the problem is I didn't get past him, so I'm stuck behind him still going down the front straight.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. It's not ideal, but part of the challenge.
See if I can go around the outside of him. There we go. They got it done. It's going to be a super challenging track. This is such a small, tight track, and I just don't know if there's a single defined overtaking spot on the whole track. I think probably...
There is.
Yeah?
That's when the person in front spears off.
Yes. And I've got a few...
Cars want to flick a lot. Change of direction. You've got to be very smooth once the tyres start to wear.
And tyre wear is much like it has been for the whole series. If you're new to the stream, new to the series, you don't know what's going on, you probably clicked into the stream because it said FIA races.
Sorry to deeply disappoint you, but We're going to put on a show anyway.
Yeah, we're going to put on a show anyway. I got distracted then. I don't know if you noticed, but with the way I just, mid-sentence completely stopped talking and now have no idea what I was talking about. But look, it's great to be here, guys. Gotta love them, Popper.
You're talking about tyre wear, mate?
Yeah, I was talking about tyre wear, and there's going to be tyre wear in this race.
Oh, that's nicely put. Thanks for explaining
that. What I was saying is that if you are new to the series, you can check out all the rules on my website, charlieroscoe.com. But it is 8 times tyre wear.
Irrespective of track.
Irrespective of track, the entire series is 8 times tyre wear. So it doesn't change per track. It's thrown up some interesting results, actually. I don't think fuel's going to be a big issue here. That's exactly how you don't want to start a lap. It's thrown up some interesting things, because some races we've been super tight on fuel, but tyres have been not too bad. But I think this is going to be the opposite, because you're not on 100% throttle very often. I don't think the fuel burn's going to be too bad. But you are always turning. There is so many fast sweeping corners here. This is going to take massive bites out of your tyres. I dare say this might be one of the highest tyre wear tracks that we go to on the calendar.
Probably.
Yep, and it's hard work. Like, once the car starts to break loose, you've got to be very, very careful.
You do, and the other thing with Suzuka, and really just Gran Turismo, as soon as you hit the grass, because you have so much turn on, because your car is already at maximum grip trying to squeeze out what they can of the tyres, if you hit the grass even with just the outside rear tyre for a second, it quite often catapults you directly into a 360 spin.
Yeah, it's instant spin, isn't it?
Now, for those that saw race 2 of round 3, you'll know that spinning 360 doesn't worry Willie at all. He just does his pirouette and continues on his merry way.
Yeah, pretty trendy. I was pretty happy with that one, actually, as I was going around. Because I was in the pack, I got a little bump and it gave me a little boost. I thought, here we go. Breaking through, look at me go. And then we all sort of just had a little tussle with each other, and as soon as one touches one, everybody's sort of just bouncing off each other without intending on doing it, obviously. And then I got spun around and I thought, well, this is all emotional.
Very emotional.
And then it wasn't really that emotional in the end.
No, it wasn't emotional. Well, it was emotional. It was fantastic to watch. A complete 360, and I reckon maybe 1 to 2 seconds lost.
Yeah, I lost 5 positions, but not a great deal of time.
Well, I mean, it was about 3.5 wide, though, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I can't... What am I even doing? I'm not concentrating. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's a couple of times you've done that now, mate. It's not very good for your overall performance.
No. No, it's not fantastic. But I'm confident for the race pace. That's what you say when you're not quick in qualifying, isn't it?
Yeah, look, we've got a good race car.
Yeah, didn't quite have that one lap pace of the Mercedes or the Penske cars or whichever series you're watching. We didn't quite have the one lap pace, but we're pretty confident in our race pace.
Morning, Opaz. This is sort of a special open lobby, so it's not really open to everybody, but it's a special series. So
I mean, it is open to everyone, but you kind of have to know that it's on and all the rest. Again, to find out all the rules in Spec7 series, it's all on the website. It tells you how you can get involved. There's no sign up, so it is first in, best dressed. I actually don't want to be out on the track, if I'm being honest with you. I just want to go back in the pits. This track is going to be a hell of a thing. So, as I was saying, hopefully all of the people in the lobby are currently listening to me, because what I would like to say is that I know we've had some good, clean racing throughout the series, and we have. The replay videos are all there to prove it. I don't think I've really seen any moves that have been just truly questionable, unsportsmanlike, and dodgy. But this is a track where it's hard to overtake. Tyre wear is going to be a thing. People are going to be sideways. So all I ask is that you don't race like an asshole. It's my usual rule. All open lobbies. Just be courteous. Be courteous of all of your fellow drivers.
Sounds good to me.
Just
Actually, it's going to be hard not to nail somebody right in the buttocks pulling into pit lane.
yeah, it really is. It's going to be. I just feel like there's going to be a few incidences, which there really hasn't been throughout the previous 6 races that there's been in the series so far. Everyone's kept it nice. Everyone's kept it clean. But I just have a sneaking suspicion this is going to be the one that accidents happen, and I just don't want there to be any aggro. And if you're the guy that takes them out, if it was unintentional, if you didn't mean to take someone out, redress. If they're sort of still around you a bit, slow down, let them go back past you. All's fair in love and war. Oh, that's no idea why I hit the shit on the inside there.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those races. I hope that with my own racing, my pace and all that sort of thing, I can get into a bit of a rhythm, but not throw all my effort away towards the end of the tyres or the stint.
Yeah,
The tyres
it's
are
going to be a
it's
battle.
very easy to trip yourself up.
Absolutely.
The concentration to be able to continue driving with low tyre.
Yeah, because it's such a flowing track,
Yeah.
and there's so much pressure on grip, really.
Are you going to be doing the FIA race? Welcome to everyone that's in the chat, by the way, at the moment. Are you going to be doing the FIA race tomorrow? I want to watch someone do the Manth before I do it. I'm not, is the short answer. No. I did the Wednesday and Saturday races last week, but I already know straight away there's no point in me saying I'd like to or I'll think about it, because it's so unlikely that it's going to happen that I'm just going to straight up say, nah, it's not going to happen.
What, do you got one of those life things or something, mate?
Yeah, I got a bit on. I got a bit on. So what have we got? We've got about 2 more minutes. About 2 more minutes, and I'm going to be rolling to qualifying. But I think, it's such a dodgy pit entrance and a dodgy pit exit. Plus, there's no real defined place to overtake. I just feel like this is going to be a hell of a track.
Yeah, I don't think passing will be a thing. I think it'll be who can stay on the track
Yeah.
and cope with a bit of pressure behind them and still race at a comfortable pace, yet still try and be quick.
Yes, I think consistency staying on the track is going to be a big deal, because I also feel like there's going to be a lot of accidents, whether other people are involved or not.
Yeah, I think I'm going to just try and run my own race as such, more than anything, if I can, and not get caught up in people's battles,
Yeah.
if I can help it, because that'll just destroy tyres straight away, and yeah.
Use indicators when pitting. It's not a bad idea if you know the buttons to your indicators, which I
The
know.
problem is, though, it's pretty hard to see them sometimes,
It is very hard to see.
especially on these cars where it's quite small.
Plenty of contact just in the practice session. Oh, that is what I was talking about before. About how quickly you can just do a 360. I did keep going though. I pulled a wheelie is what I did. Thank you for subscribing, Paul. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the series. Welcome in general. But that is going to be time. It is time to go to quali, so prepare your buttholes, gentlemen. It's quali time. Yes. Where are we? Edit event settings when it loads, and I need to change the time to 2:30 and fine weather. You have exactly 10 minutes to get out there, do your best lap, don't get in anyone's way, please drive courteously, don't smash into anyone, don't try and ruin other people's laps. Let's just keep it nice. We've had such a good series so far. I'd hate to see it all come unstuck on what is going to be such a tough track to not get involved in crashes. And there's going to be accidents as well. Someone crashes into you, I want everyone to assume that it was an accident.
And it's quali time.
It is quali time. That it is, 10 minutes. You can see down the bottom left-hand corner there if you guys watching the stream are trying to keep track of how long the session has got left or anything. Bottom left-hand side of the screen, you can see we're already at 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's just underneath all the chat.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to say, so we'll keep you informed. We'll keep you updated the best we can.
That's funny, before you said about doctor and your kill rate and everything, I'm following you now.
Yeah.
And with the doctor, you could get Valentino Rossi's The Doctor written across the back of your car.
I could. Pretty much the worst entry onto the front straight, but that's okay.
Yep. I was watching you and I thought, geez, yours is pretty good compared to mine.
Yeah, no, mine was
I just
horrendous.
understeered to the end of it. Almost ran off the track.
All the cars branded under your name, most of them are. I didn't make it a series requirement. But it certainly was encouraged. I'd prefer if people did go and download one of the wonderful liveries that Ryan made for us.
Yes. Mr. Graphics.
But it's not required. If you want to if you really want to run your own livery, you can. You've got Stusifler up here. That's pretty cool. I was trying to read his name and forgot that I was qualifying.
Yeah, you should probably...
I should probably concentrate at some point, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Oh. The old delay.
Yeah. Too much work, no good. Yes, so no, it's not a requirement. It's there. I think it looks nice at the series, or having this sort of same but different liveries.
It's good, just ties it all in.
And a lot of people do have them anyway.
Now, of course, if you are new to the series and the race, Race 2 will be reverse grid. So it is two 20-minute races. Race 1 is based off this qualifying. Race 2 is a reverse grid. And that is going to be extra especially gnarly here. I think it's also going to be extra hard for the quick guys to get to the front.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Welcome, Sky. Thanks for subscribing.
Yes, welcome, Sky.
Love all those new subscribers, eh?
Yeah, it's great to have you all on board. It really is.
Golden Slayer, you've obviously not seen Speedy race. he doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he starts at the back or not.
It really doesn't. Although it might do here.
Yeah, it might be a little bit more difficult this evening.
Yeah, especially if there's a little unwanted spin involved or something like that.
Qualifying is very busy, gentlemen. Very, very busy.
Certainly looks it.
It is hard to try and get a good clean lap.
You might want to drop a lap.
Filtered through. But space is an issue. But it's what makes it fun on these little tracks, isn't it?
That's what it's all about.
All these little difficulties that you see in real life all the time. You're not used to on games, because games make it a bit easier for people, but pace is not great. How long have we got? We are just over halfway through the qualifying session. But tyre wear is definitely going to be an issue today.
For sure.
After that, you should probably go and get some more.
I have every intention of it, my friend. Jaska, hopefully there's not. We've had a really good series so far. If you go back and watch, I've done a sort of race. What would you call it? I've sort of.
I think I was just.
Please.
He's actually talking about James has just spoken about how GT Sports announced the removal of light contact penalties and the reduction in penalty time, as well as removal of stricter penalties for drivers of level A or higher. I think that's probably what he was replying to as far as the more aggressive driving then.
Well, look, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, because I think the penalties were too sensitive. I think they'd stamped out any contact whatsoever. If anyone saw my FIA race that I did on Saturday, I just got to get around the final turn. Then you will have seen the lightest little kiss and a full 5-second penalty for it. So I think it's something that they needed to address, and they have. But they're going to try and balance it. And there's nothing to say that the changes they made weren't minute.
Yeah, and I think that, so we've spoken about this before, I think that having less restrictions on the higher graded drivers is a good thing, because they're much more likely to race fairly, but with a bit of biff and barge.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily going to be all about knocking people off the track, which you'll get anyway. It doesn't matter what happens.
It doesn't. You get it even with the penalties. There's plenty of contact, plenty of argy-bargy.
And it doesn't matter if it's an A driver or an S driver or whatever, you know, if they want to hit you off, they're still going to do it.
But they are.
So I think what it opens it up to is a little bit more, is a bit better racing, because it'll allow you to actually race people as opposed to being too scared to overtake someone.
Exactly. And that's where I've spent a lot of my time, just too worried to actually overtake people.
Yeah. And that's not how you want to go racing.
It's not. It was almost like the game was actively discouraging you to overtake people.
Yeah. And I mean, if you think about that logically for a second, you know, they're talking about how this is, you know, a good stepping stone, and GT Academy has come from this and created real racing drivers and stuff. What's going to happen if they get out into the real world and the first race that they ever do is a GT4 race in the 24-hour Creventic at Dubai with 120 other cars, and they've got to like try and keep that sort of distance.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck. Good luck being competitive.
Now, look, I will remind you, there's only a minute left of qualifying. Every competitor needs to be out of the grid, out of the pits, and through at least the first sector. If you are not, you saw what happened in race 1 of round 3 to Speedy, who was in the pits when we rolled to race, and it started him from dead last, even though he was, in fact, I think on pole.
Yeah, I think so.
So don't be in the pits, because at 10 minutes I'm rolling to race.
Yeah, as I was saying, Jaska, I think it doesn't matter whether you got penalties on or off or anything. If someone's going to deliberately rear-end you or dive bomb you, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think that more likely, especially now, once a lot of people have started sort of falling off, you are going to get a lot more people that are a bit more dedicated to the game, and if they are in the A's and all that sort of stuff, they are going to be, solid drivers.
Yeah.
So, they'll be a little bit more likely to actually race properly. And I don't have a problem with a little bit of contact here and there. Obviously, nobody enjoys a rear ender or whatever, but I'd prefer to happily sort of look at that and say it's, it was an accident or something. But you want to have the option, because, as I was saying before, running around and it's being scared to overtake someone is not racing.
No, it's not. Jules, I'd love to have an air horn to fire off when there was 1 minute left of quali, but I would wake my daughters up, and that would make everyone very unhappy. It would make them unhappy, it would make my wife unhappy, it would make me unhappy, and then when I cut the stream off immediately, it would make you guys unhappy. But anyway, it is race 1 of round 4.
Get out there, play
and
nice.
We are amongst it. Not my finest start. And unfortunately, Kogan able to just shoot up the inside of me. Oh, sorry, Kogan, don't go round, buddy. Hang on to it. I'm not going to overtake him there. I'm just going to try and get out of his way. I did give the position to ring driver a little bit of contact there.
AstroTurf has no grip. I got a shunt and got onto the AstroTurf. And now I'm last.
Yeah, that AstroTurf is not nice, but the thing is with this track and the tyre wear and everything is your race is not over. You could still finish really well if you have a good race.
Well, if it's anything like Formula 1, you just go to the last at the end of the first lap and you could come second.
You could come second, and then you can chuck a tanty and, yeah.
Well, yeah, surely something's wrong with your car.
Yeah, and you can also blame the winner for cheating.
Yeah.
Speedy is cheating, though.
Well, someone is out. Oh, no, I watched Speedy go out wide, and I thought, yeah, I'll get on top of that. Oh, there's some stuff going on behind me.
Yeah, there's a fair bit going on back there.
I'm hoping I didn't cause any of that upon my re-entry.
Nope. I think that was definitely already happening.
I think it was. It looked like someone came in sideways and hit the back of me.
Yeah.
I literally watched Speedy Chicken do it and I was fine, and I just drove out there with him. I was like, yeah, no, Speedy Chicken normally wins. I should probably be out where he is because he knows where the grip is.
Yeah, well, he is definitely the fastest.
But this race was always going to be chaos. So far, it's not been the worst bit of racing I've seen. Got some pretty good lag going on here, though. Someone is bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, I can see that. It was pretty hot.
Oh, I was going to go and I backed off out of it. I wasn't sure if Jason's had seen me. He actually had. He left me racing space, but I'd already shut the throttle down.
That was Speedy skipping about.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, he's doing that early in quali as well.
Oh, Speedy Chicken having some connection issues. Well, I finally got through a clean lap, so that always feels good.
Yeah, see, Jules, I'm more of the idea that if you go out on the track, if you cut a corner or whatever, you cut a corner. That's the rule. Doesn't matter if you gain a few tenths.
Oh no!
I think that's more of the idea of teaching you how to drive within the constraints of the track. Oh no, Jason.
Jason's has had a big one.
And I think that's what we can grow to expect as the race goes on.
Yeah, I think as tyre wear gets worse, there's going to be a lot more of that stuff happening. Actually took fastest lap of the race then. Giddy up.
No.
Yeah, I did. So Risky Devil is next. It looks like Tricky Brewer is coming along for the ride. It's very hard to call a race that you're part of.
So don't.
Yeah, I'll save that for...
That's what the review's for.
The race replays, whatever I'm calling them.
Videos of race that you can watch at a later date.
Third person video of the race where I try and track the whole field and commentate over the top. That's like the description, but what I don't have is a name for it.
Yeah, live delayed TV telecast. Podcast video.
Broadcasted.
Yeah.
That didn't go well.
Hey, a little emotional moment. Oh, and you got a penalty as well.
I did get a penalty, yeah.
It is emotional.
You've,
that doesn't make any sense.
Jeez, the car's getting twitchy now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I feel like I'm driving along a little bit puckered.
A bit puckered.
Yeah.
Penalty gone.
Oh, and you're in.
I am in. And look who's followed me in.
Real early stop.
The speediest of chicken men.
You're stopping very early. 2-stopper.
Silence on the strategy call.
Silence on the strategy call. Trying to sneak up the inside of Crenshaw.
He must have had a bit of a lead on Speedy though, for him to not come out behind you. In front of you. He's always really good with the fuel.
Well, only took on 1.1 litres.
Yeah.
Or 1.1 laps, sorry. Whatever that ends up being on literage.
A few litres.
Well, who else has gone into the pits there? Yeah, lots of people going the 2-stopper. Started the trend here. It looks like Risky Devil and Ring Driver have both dived in.
Trendsetter.
Gotcha.
The trendy trendsetter.
After your video of the last race, everyone's gone, ooh, 2-stoppers.
Yeah, look at Beepar go. I actually didn't decide I would do a 2-stopper until in the race. If I was up the front, running along, doing my thing, I was going to go 1-stop.
This is such an anti-hype, like anti-climatic, because I'm watching like, oh, where's he going? And then I can hear what's going on before it happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I know.
Yeah, no, I decided to make the pit stop call once I was racing. I thought if I'm out in front, or at least with the leading pack doing my thing, then I'd probably stop once. I thought if I get stuck back, to try and find some free track and allow me to concentrate on my own lap times.
It's funny because as soon as you
very
pulled
wide
in the
there.
pits, everybody else pulled in the pits, so I was just behind you and now I'm out on my own. I've got 8 seconds behind me and 9 seconds in front of me.
Lots of people adopting at the last second, I'd imagine, that two-stop strategy.
Yeah, probably start to see people pit and just go, well, must be a thing.
So I don't know where we'll end up, and I don't know, because it looks like Nielsen and Kogan are just going for the one stop. I don't think
Well, it
they've
should be
pitted,
good
have they?
between you and myself.
It should, because
'Cause
you were, what, just behind me, weren't you?
Yeah, like, not very much at all. So, this will be interesting. Provided neither of us make a mistake.
Yeah. Which I've already made a couple of.
Ew. Crumbs, eh?
Well, Tricky Brewer has not enjoyed the tyre wear there at all. And Kogan is in the pits currently. Don't know what's going on with Speedy, but he's not having a good time.
He's just trying to make the championship exciting.
I've actually
Yeah, I was gonna
overtaken Kogan, there you go. If you wanted to know how that strategy is going, I do have to pit again though, and he does not. So bear that in mind.
Yeah, that is a true story. Yeah, so you should come out quite a fair way ahead of me because your lap times are quicker at the moment.
Well, they should be if I didn't drive like a muppet, but I haven't had the best laps of my life. Kogan's in the box seat here.
Pretty much all your laps from the last 10 laps, bar your pit stops, have all been within a second of your fastest lap.
Which is still below the pace I'd like to be running.
I've just come out of the pits now.
Yeah, you're a long way behind me, but I've got to pit again.
How far are you behind Risky Devil?
Right up his clacker.
Yeah, I know you are.
Oh, myself, not sure. I think it's just plus 19, so maybe that's...
So
that's
19 seconds behind Risky Devil. So you're... Because...
It's not enough. A pit stop's about 25 seconds or so, but I will be on better tyres at the end.
Yeah, you'll be faster at the end.
Yeah, you have less fuel and better tyres.
Takes the lead.
Righto. Right-o. This is where we get a better idea as to how it all plays out.
Yeah, so your tyres, you have 2 laps better tyres than myself.
Which isn't that much.
No, it's not. But it is at 8 times tyre wear. I'm actually back behind Speedy Chicken.
It's 4 seconds behind me.
That's super fuel saving capabilities.
But everybody else that did a two-stopper is still yet to...
Speedy might not have actually pitted yet.
He'd have to have.
But he pitted the same lap as you last time. So unless he pitted a lap earlier this time.
True story. Unless he's trying to go to the end off an early stop.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I think he's going to struggle. So Risky Devil's in the pits. There was a few people that pitted after me. So I reckon there's still a couple out there left to do a pit stop.
Hogan and Nielsen still fighting out the front. Catch you later, Lim.
See you, Lim. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Appreciate it. So Skater and Ring Driver in the pits as well. As all goes very quiet.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it? I was only just thinking that.
Speedy's definitely got some connection issues going on. He's not too bad, but every now and again he'll just flicker a bit.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's doing as far as his strategy goes.
Yeah, I don't know.
He might have flicked in and out of the pits. Filled him up.
It's very hard to know right now where he is.
I was going to say,
He's
both strategy-wise and on track.
and on track as well.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad connection. I guess it's one way to keep you from overtaking.
That it is. Because I just don't know where he is. I think he's out wide. I'm not sure. I'm going to stick to the inside and see what happens.
Oh, he's left the room.
Oh, he
He
has.
just went to 13th, yeah.
He's
He
gone.
must have dropped.
I'd suggest a quick modem reset might be the best course
Yeah.
of action prior to race 2.
Tell you what, I wish I didn't have to spin and end up last.
I told you though that you'd be able to make something of it.
Yeah, well, I'm 13 seconds behind Nielsen. I don't know how close he is to Kogan. But if I didn't have that spin, I'd be right with him.
Well, the number above you will tell you how close you are to Nielsen. The red number next to your name will tell you how far you are from the leader.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, true story. So 13 seconds from him and 15 seconds. So, yeah, I'd have been right there. Two bumps.
Poo bum
It's all right.
fingers.
If I can hold the doctor off, I'll come third if I don't make a mistake. And that'll be a pretty good result considering I was last.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be a nice little comeback.
And you said you had a couple of tiny little mischiefs. How much were you held up at all in your stint?
If you took away his little mischiefs, I would say probably 7 seconds.
Probably enough to be in front of you, I'd suggest. Especially because I am catching you at the rate of about a second or more a lap. And I'm not doing blistering lap times, but you were 7.1 seconds, I think, last time I saw.
Yeah,
a lap and
yeah,
a
I'm
half
only just
ago.
cruising because I've got cushion.
Yeah, Speedy, go and reset, mate. Jump back in for the next race. Which,
So
technically speaking, he
Yeah.
should start first because he's got to finish last this one.
No, I think if you drop, wasn't the rule if you drop, you started at the back?
I can't remember.
No,
Probably
it wasn't.
depends on the distance you race.
He did most of it.
He did. That he did. But yes, I think... Oh, that's not. And of course I end up facing the wrong way. Please go forward. Stop. What the hell is going on? Let me do something. Okay, that went really well. Pretty stoked with how that was. Basically wouldn't go forwards or do anything, and I've dropped 3 spots.
Awesome.
that was really cool. Got out wide, spun around, of course I end up facing the wrong way. So yeah, beautiful.
Bugger. Hate to see it.
And I'll back it up
Yeah,
with
really
another
though.
spin now as well.
How you going, Sim?
Pretty much had the worst lap I could possibly have right now. Well, that's disappointing actually, because what was I, 4th? So I dropped 4 spots out of all that.
Not ideal, mate.
None of Willie's fancy 360 and away you go.
No.
And I butchered the tyres in the spins as well. They've
Yeah.
gone, took all the grip out of them.
Tell you what, doing 22 laps, I'm only going to cross with just enough fuel.
Yeah. Oh,
Holy crap.
I'm actually in strife. I don't have enough fuel.
Yeah, right.
This race has just gone completely disastrous. I have to get around the whole lap on 0.3 of a lap.
You better make sure that you make it. Go into lit mode and then you can start first. As long as you make it.
Good win there, Kogan. Well done.
Yeah, congratulations, Kogan.
Oh, I'll tell you what. it was
Jason's
close between
has
those
run
two.
out of fuel. He has completely run out of fuel.
No, he must have been caught by the same thing.
I'm on fuel burn 6 and going at a quarter throttle, and I've just driven around the outside of him.
Oh,
So I'll get 1 spot back. I'm still very disappointed, obviously. It hadn't been a bad race until then. I did manage to do a whole lap on 0.3 laps of fuel, but what a disaster. What an absolute cluster that was. Yuck.
the type of thing that it can throw up, though, I suppose, isn't it?
That was horrible. I can tell you one person that I won't be focusing on when I make my replay video. Me. You won't even see me. You'll see me for a little bit, and then towards the end I just won't even show myself.
So you're just going to blow the car out and everything. You'll be like, well, we didn't quite fill the lobby tonight. We're 1 person short.
I'll just be like, oh, that Charlie guy, he must have disconnected.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that DRX913 dude, but here I am. You can see I changed my PSN name to Kogan.
Save your replay, too.
Thank you. Would have forgotten.
Very easy to forget that one.
Sounds like something you'd do.
It is something I do. Absolutely something I do.
Right. Time to go fill up the drink bottle.
Time for me to just have a few sips on mine.
Ooh.
Right.
You know, I started doing a livery before you started that race. How many layers do you reckon I've done?
Well, if you were watching the race like you should have been, you shouldn't have been doing any layers at all.
I've not actually done anything. I've changed the car to white, and that was it.
8-lap pit stop. Nice, Daniel. What was the actual overall results there? I didn't even see.
Kogan won with Nielsen in second. And I think Willie was in third.
Yes. And then I was fourth until...
all the people that... No. You were in eighth, mate.
Yeah, sure. I was fourth for most of it there towards the end with a lap to go.
Yeah. So...
Do you have time, Kogan? Yeah, mate. Yeah, we got about another 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, Moldovich, didn't look like you were enjoying that one. Couple of spins there.
Mojo ran out of fuel as well. Jason's ran out of fuel. So that was a race of learning, wasn't it? I was disappointed. I would have taken fourth. I didn't quite have enough to catch Willie, but I had a disastrous start of the race too. If you remember when I first ducked in the pits to start my two-stop strategy, I was actually only about 8th or something then. So it wasn't like I was up the front battling it out. I'd already made a bit of a mess of it. So if I had got a good start and I was up with the leaders, I think that tactic might have worked all right.
Just quickly, everyone's saying, have you saved the replay?
Yes.
I know we spoke about it.
Yes. I'm going to do it again, though, for Justin. There you go. Saved it. The replay's already been saved. Yep, done. But thank you, everyone, because I'll 100% forget.
Daniel, it doesn't seem like it's such a bad problem to overfuel.
No.
Considering
the amount of people that ran out of fuel. Ah, dear. I might stand up and stretch the old legs out. I've been sitting on my ass all day. These office jobs, man, going back to a corporate office job, not used to sitting down all day.
It's not a problem I've got. Having said that, though, I did have a heap of meetings today, so...
Oh, same. I think the last 3.5 hours of my day was one meeting.
Yeah, see, but that's not something I'm used to these days.
Me either.
used to me and my van.
Yes.
But no, I had my first month review today.
Oh, nice.
Like my first day.
Yeah. First for everything.
Yeah, it was all exciting.
Renison low. I overfueled. It worked out for you. Which one are you, Renison?
Risky Devil, I think.
Risky, is it?
Pretty sure.
First lap was good, then turn 1 was a little late on the brakes, and that was that. Yeah, it's a bitch of a track, isn't it? No, Speedy had a lot of problems. In fact, is Speedy back in the server yet?
He did just say he's back if there was room. There's always going to be a spot for you, mate. You were in race 1,
in race
you're
1.
Instantly eligible.
Correct. Anyone that was in race 1 has right of passage for race 2. I got launched on lap 2, turn 1. Oh, that sucks, hippie. Yeah. All I can do is sort of remind people to drive clean. I didn't see any bad behaviour myself. I did tap the arse end of... Who was that I spun out sideways? I redressed, but yeah. So I did that. But other than myself, I don't think I saw any bad driving at all. But it doesn't mean it didn't happen, and you do catch up on a little bit more of it when I make the race replay. When I'm going through third person, you see a little bit more of it. So I might have to get Jackie Stewart involved.
As you've told everyone, play safe, be nice, don't be a dickhead. In the last 2 races that I've watched, you're the one that's being the protagonist.
That's true. That's true. At least I cleaned up my mess. I redressed, let Kogan back through, gave up a spot. 2 spots, really. But I also caused him to lose a spot. So whatever, let's move on.
Everybody should like the stream.
It is a thing, though.
That's it, Nielsen. You don't want to be known as dirty. You're not dirty. You can defend like a mother. I don't know if you've seen the race replays from round 3, but I just remember being in that race, and by goodness me, you were difficult to overtake.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing at all. You didn't do anything wrong at all. You were just very hard to overtake. It was close, Kogan. Many apologies again. I waited for you. You were going everywhere, Speedy. You were all over the place. All right, what do we reckon? I reckon let's give it one more minute. Are we missing someone else from the server? Is Speedy actually back in yet? No. So get in, Speedy. That's the first thing.
Sort yourself out, mate.
And who else dropped out? Oh, someone actually dropped out mid-race, didn't they? Other than Speedy.
Not that I'm aware of.
Because we are missing 2 people. Reloading GT out. No worries, dude. Well, we'll wait for Speedy, and we'll go once the chook has flown back to the coop. But look, thank you all. I haven't said it for a long time. I want to thank everyone for joining, watching the stream. I know that some of you probably tried to get in the server and couldn't. It was. Thank you, Hippie. Very observant. You get 10 points for that. Stustafleur left. So if anybody does want to join race 2, you are welcome. Only one person. So we've got to get Speedy back in. But you will have to start from last. But there is one available spot if Stustafleur doesn't come back in. There you go, Speedy's in. So
he has joined.
Okay, it is 9:32. I'll give it another minute for anyone to join. Don't even know. Don't even know either, Speedy. But we're going to roll the race in about a minute's time. And if no one's joined, then no one's joined. The one time there's no technical difficulties, there's some on my end. You've jinxed it. You realise how disastrous this race is going to be now, don't you? There are going to be people flying everywhere, Speedy. You've just jinxed it. Oh, look out. Look who's joined the room. Oh, is that so you can... Are you going to race? Or are you going to...
Yeah, I've got the controller in the hand.
Oh, jeez, look out.
I've done no practice. I've just watched the mess that you guys are. And I'm going to give it a crack.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to race.
Hang on. I'm still loading, mate.
Okay. I'll wait for your number to appear and then we will go to race. The good thing is, Ryan, lapped cars are automatically ghosted.
Yes, I'll be almost instantly lapped. And
well, you just have to focus on the race. If I were you, I would just try and preserve fuel, preserve tyres, get your strat right, and just see if you can pick up a sneaky spot or 2.
Yeah, just trying to sort myself out. Not in a position to be racing, so it's...
You're right, mate. We got you. We're just waiting for you to get in so we can go.
Done. Job done. I just had to change my car because, I didn't even have the right car.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's roll, baby.
No idea where people like Ryan and Speedy who rejoin the server are going to start this race, with it being reverse order from the previous race. They might be last, they might be first, and if they're first, Speedy's first and goes on to win. That's just how the cookie crumbles. He got no points from race 1. So that's how the chook pellets fell.
Yep.
Who starts on pole? No, it's not. It is Speedy Chicken out of pole. And Ryan, well, that's, they got no points in race 1, so that's fair. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Here we go. Race 2, round 4. Oh, someone didn't get off the line. Oh dear, we've had countless amounts of absolute carnage off the line. Kogan has straightened it up. Willie's, you've been involved again.
Yep.
Someone just didn't get off the line at all there. And I think I'm next to him. Oh, gee whiz. What
I think it was Staniel.
I don't know if it was Staniel.
What was he avoiding?
Oh, Crenshaw. That was close. That was very close to a double wipeout.
These things. Jesus Christ. I'm just going to hang over and let everyone go, because that's just going to be better for everyone.
You should have kept racing. You should have kept racing, right?
No, I'd completely forgotten how these things drive. I'm on a controller, sort of not really on the right angle to be looking at the screen, at a new track. Absolutely no ability to drive this thing, just I was just going to cause trouble, so I just thought I'll jump out the way. Let him
Well, what an absolute disastrous start to the race, but we are finally away.
And besides, Hamilton can come from last to first, a second, so I can as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, don't worry about Hamilton. Willie went from last to third and didn't even whinge about it. Didn't even cry or call his competitors cheaters.
That's crazy.
So I'm going to vote Willie for driver of the day in the Formula One.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so close. Oh, no. Oh, jeez, this is more
We all
mess.
just went nose to tail.
Yeah.
Guys who are in the following pack benefited massively there.
I don't think...
Let's go back to 12th.
Again. I don't think Crenshaw saw me just try to go up the inside there.
No, never mind. Guys went everywhere, and now I'm 8th again.
I can't wait to watch this race replay and commentate over the top. Actually, I was going to get you up to commentate round 4.
Yeah, we might have to try and arrange something. This should be funny.
Have to get you up to laugh our way through the double race, yeah.
Cheese and whiskers, eh?
So what have we got? Hippie currently in second, I can see. Moldavich having a much better race in third. Jason's having a much better race in fourth. I don't know who's in the lead, Speedy Chicken, of course. I'd say he's probably going to have a pretty untouched, comfortable race win, but, you know, he got no points from round 1, so it is what it is. From race 1, even.
Don't think just because he's out in front and streaking away that he's won it.
No.
The old DC could happen again.
It could do. Well, really all it takes is we saw how much of a disaster the end of my race 1 was. Only takes one little mistake, nick the grass on the outside, and your race is done. Moldavich finding a little bit of grass there. Jason's looking for a way around the outside. He gets it done on change of direction. Yeah, look at that. Sweetie Chicken's dropped to 54.4. I dare say he's one of the only people in the 54s at this point. But has the race finally settled down further up the back? That's the question. I'm trying to look at the mini-map and it looks like everyone's finally got a spot.
I've definitely got a spot.
Have you? Nice one.
Where's your spot?
16th, 11 seconds behind 14th. 15th, sorry. 11 seconds behind 14th and 19 seconds ahead of it last.
Oh, yeah.
So I've definitely got myself some real estate to just pound out some laps.
Just keeping it real?
Just keeping it real.
That's the way.
Well, someone was lagged out in the middle of the track there. Didn't see who it was, but they were just in the middle of the track, not going anywhere.
Yep.
I think it might be Crenshaw because he's suddenly gone 40 seconds behind me.
Okay. So he might have had a bit of a DC drama. Speedy's passed it on to him.
He's back to 30 seconds now, so I don't know. Maybe he's just racing along fine, but his car just gets stuck there.
Yeah, I can see him in front of me. Crenshaw, he's doing just fine.
My last 2 laps, oops, not this one, were the exact same lap time.
Good work. Mine
The
weren't.
exact same.
Mine weren't even close.
I just had a big moment, which is poo.
So did Mojo. And now I'm going to find myself trying to go around the outside of him. And I'm going to make it stick. Just.
Truck's in the pits, I think.
People starting to cover off on myself. I have gone the 2-stopper again. Looks like a couple of people have been drinking the 2-stop Kool-Aid as well as myself.
Yeah.
There is Speedy Chicken, not that far up the road. So I've taken a bit of chunk of time off him there. In fact, I've taken a massive chunk of time off him. Just Daniel out a little bit wide. I hope he doesn't lose it there. I've got Nielsen in front of me. We all know he's the hardest man in the world to overtake.
I'm just happy that I'm lapsed so that I'm ghosted now, so I can do whatever I want. Everyone can just keep doing their own thing.
You don't have to worry about it. You can just stick to your line, do your thing.
Yeah. They'll just drive straight through me. That's fine. I don't care.
Oh, ring
Just don't use
driver.
Just don't use me as like a braking marker or anything, because Jesus, I'm still learning.
So whereabouts are you currently, Willie?
At the moment, I'm in first.
Nice work, mate.
Maybe because everyone else pitted.
You haven't pitted yet?
No.
Sticking strong to his one stop.
Hey, it worked for him in race 1 and he came from last to third, so you can't argue with the results.
Yeah.
Or complain about the car, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
So crap with these cars.
I tried to tell you leading up to the race you should practice.
Well, Speedy's 5 seconds behind me.
And I am only 1.3 seconds behind him, so that's gone pretty well for me.
Considering that the last time I drove this car would have been at round 1.
Yes, you've had a fair bit of time between drinks.
That was actually the last time I was on the sim rig, because I've not really had it set up since then. Because of the old moving house, etc.
That's true. So, we are over half race distance now.
Crenshaw has just taken that position up with me, so I am last.
Oh, he's gotcha. Fight on, big fella. I believe in you.
It's probably, like, I wasn't doing very well, but I also have just been getting out of the way of other people.
Yeah, of course.
So I saw him coming behind, and I didn't even know it was for position. Just let him go, whatever.
Give him a few extra championship points.
Just let a couple of the leaders go through here.
Oh, hey there.
Jesus, getting out of the way of all you guys is pretty difficult.
You don't have to get out of the way of us.
Yeah,
We'll just go straight through you.
It's such a hard track already though, like even if I'm ghosted, I'm sure it could cause some sort of distraction.
Oh no, Skater well out into the wall there. It looks like he's had a massive moment.
Daniel's just had the same sort of thing at the last turn.
Really starting to feel the tyre wear at this point.
Lap 12, really? I don't think I've got turn 1 right yet.
Finally dropped back into the 55s then, actually. And I dropped 0.3 of a second over Speedy. Off Speedy, even.
I'm going to make you feel better. My fastest lap's at 58. I just did a 111.
For a second then I thought I was in the D1 Drift Championship. But suddenly realised that that is not the case.
No, you don't want to do that, man.
I dropped 2.1 seconds on Speedy from doing it. I'm not going to lie to you though, I'm pretty happy I saved it. That was a massive moment.
I'm 25 seconds behind Speedy. Although he's going to pit again probably.
He's gone around again.
You have?
No, sorry, he went round to do another lap.
Ah.
Oh man, I don't even know why I bother. Speedy's in pits.
Really wish I didn't make that pretty massive blunder. Because I was only 1.3 seconds off the back of Speedy. Waiting for Speedy to pop out of the pits. He's already done it. He's gone. He's shot through. He's taken on a light load of fuel. Fighting a lot of oversteer here. Good grief. Managed a 54.6, so not a bad lap time, but it would have been a lot better. I was on 2 purple sectors actually before I did that.
Starting to feel those tyre wears.
Yeah, they get ya. I was out very close to the grass then. There's a 54.4, but Speedy unfortunately just drops a 54 flat, so I finally equal his fastest lap of the race. And he takes 4/10 off at the bastard. You're not too far back from Kogan, Willie.
No, I'm reeling him in slowly. Certainly not quick enough for my liking. And you're coming up on me as well, so I'm not... Whoa.
Oh no, big fella. Hang on to him.
Geez, that push up. I was so close. Oh.
You lost...
So it spits me around.
Oh, did you end up spinning?
Yep. That sucks.
I think Kogan's probably just that far enough up the road though that I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. 2.6 seconds the gap is up to third for me. God, this is confusing. Oh, anyone watching right now will know why it's confusing. Obviously, lapped cars are on Ghost, but good grief, that got confusing. Oh, I think I've done it again, you know. I'm going to be short of fuel. No, I won't. I don't think I will be. Depends how far up the road the leader is. This will be the final lap of the race, I believe. That whole section with me driving through the lap cars is going to look disgusting on... Oh no, I think I'm going to have to do another lap. I am, you know. Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, well last time was 22, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I can tell you now, I'm in strife. I thought I was going to be right. I thought I calculated it a bit better this time, but I didn't.
Pretty sure Speedy gets a points deduction for winning a race in a non-CR livery.
Yeah, I'll pay it. That is an unfortunate time to run out of fuel. Come on. Keep out Nielsen. Come on. Come on. Yes! On the line. Holy shit. 500ths of a second I beat Nielsen by. 500ths of a second. So, didn't take enough fuel again, but did manage to hold fourth this time. Good grief, I was literally rocking in my chair trying to make the car go forward. I was like, come on, at least it's a nice downhill little dip. But I tell you what, when it's less than a tenth, half of a tenth of a second that separated us, I'll take that, and I can even call it deliberate now because I didn't lose a spot. So I should have got 2/4, but I didn't, unfortunately. But, you know.
It says then it went up 8 positions.
Oh, I just went level 37 as well. Well, congratulations to Speedy Chicken, who did chalk up yet another win. Who was second in the end?
Don't know.
I don't know. Kogan. No, Kogan was third. No, it was fourth.
It
was Jason's. Yeah, it was Jason's. Yeah, so congratulations, Speedy Jason's. And,
save replay.
Yep, doing it. Well, that was an intense little battle. I talked a lot less than I normally would through one of those races, didn't I? I think I was concentrating. It's a tough track. It was messy as hell. The replay is going to look utterly disgusting. I'm glad you're coming up, Willie. We'll have a couple of beers and we'll have a chat about it because it's going to be messy to talk through. I feel. Oh, and the $2 and the super chat there from Luca for the close finish. Thank you very much, my friend. I'm glad I have been able to earn that from you, so thank you. Nielsen up 10 places, got caught out at the crash at the start. Could have got a higher position. Jason's got you, Kogan, by 0.1 of a second. So two positions decided by a tenth or less. The first replay will be hilarious. I think both replays are going to be hilarious, Speedy. 100%. Got caught in 2 crashes at the start. Was mental. They were both hard. That's a tough track. It's tough to overtake on, but it's just a wild track, and it's so small. There's almost not enough room for a race of 16 cars to happen on it, is there? Like, it's almost a tiny test track.
I enjoyed that one the most.
That was good fun, yeah.
You had to be so careful. And it was just, I don't know. Pit strategy, I did like how the pit strategy was, considering you stopped twice and I stopped once. And in both races, we were close together, even with all the chaos going around.
Yeah. I very nearly just went for a one-stop strategy. Oh, and Speedy Chicken drops a super chat as well. Good race. Here's to that laggy first race. Sorry, that's all right, man. You can't help lag. You don't choose to have lag. It was an unfortunate thing. I'm sure if you could have avoided it, you would have done. But thank you very much for the super chat, mate. I do appreciate that. I'm going to go in for a very sneaky look at the beginning of race 2, the replay, because it's going to be nuts. It's going to be absolutely mental.
That was a thing.
It was definitely a bloody thing. I don't know what thing it was, but it was a thing.
Yeah, I'm doing the exact same thing.
I'd just like to premise my results there by saying that the last race I racing was obviously the first round of this.
Yes.
The race that I did before that was actually a 4-hour race on that channel with Game Tech, which I actually came second in. I'm not actually that crap.
No, you're not. You did no practice at all. You were never going to go well there. That was that's fine. But thanks for jumping in anyway. Filling up my numbers.
It was something. I honestly didn't think I was going to go that bad though. Jesus. That was definitely something.
I don't know how to change people because I always use the keyboard to make the replays. Oh, there we go.
L2 up down.
I need to use the controller as well and change camera view.
L2 up down.
What's change camera? Circle? No. Triangle. Oh, there's no far out view. It looks like the TV camera's quite close. That sucks a bit. Tell you what I'll do, because it was off the pit, wasn't it? Off the grid.
Yeah, I'm on third person at the moment, just about to watch the start.
Let's see what's unfolding here as we go for a bit of a journey
So it was Staniel, I think.
Was it Staniel stuck on the line? It was this man here. Who was in the blue car? That was Staniel, wasn't it? I think you're the one that got stuck.
That one's...
And then you can see 3 people there facing... Well, one of them's me. That's me right there. So myself, I've got no names, but in the orange... yeah,
the orange is Staniel.
Is it? Yeah. And then the Red Bull one as well, which is Risky Devil. Yeah. 3 of us facing completely the wrong direction. So if I exit out of that and we go
I'm not
back
sure what happened to Staniel there. The car just cracked sideways.
Let's go back to Risky Devil. He was involved in it. We'll watch Risky Devil off the start.
Oh no, Staniel went to go around.
No, Staniel went to go around. He turned into me, and I turned into Risky Devil. And the rest is history. And
so
Nielsen,
he was dodging him.
Nielsen had a bad time as well. Let's watch it from Nielsen's perspective. So he'll get to see... Who didn't get to go forward?
It was in the blue.
It was, yeah. And everyone's coming together. And look at him. Oh, and Skater's gone into him and pushed him backwards into the wall. What an absolute messy start to the race. People are still trying to pick the pieces up. Wow. Yeah, Nielsen got shafted there. What did he come at the end of the race?
Not sure.
No, me either. We'll find out, won't we, when we look at the replay. But Nielsen got absolutely smashed there. So that's... You hate to see that. You really do. But blue car was trying to go... Blue car are caught trying to go around. Yeah, that's it, Samuel. No, sorry, it wasn't yours. Trying to call you out. It wasn't you at all. We're not calling anyone out. It's just an unfortunate incident that caused a massive pile-up at the start of the race. You do get that from time to time, don't you?
Especially in Gran Turismo servers.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. I need to get off that because that'll copyright strike me. Let's go and have a look at how my user profile is doing. But anyway, boys, I think that's probably going to be the end of the stream anyway. So, look, thank you to everybody for joining me. Whether you're chatting away or just sort of lurking silently in the background, I know you're there. I appreciate you stopping by. And, of course, a massive pleasure to my fellow chatters, Ryan and Willie. Thanks, guys.
No worries. Always
good to have you both along.
It is.
Also,
good fun.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a good little series, actually. We've only got one round to go, so I look forward to doing that. Of course, there will be race highlights of tonight's races coming up as well over the next couple of days, so make sure you are subscribed. Turn that bell on next to the subscribe button to make sure you get notified when the videos go up. All the previous series are there as well, so check out the Spec7 playlist on my YouTube channel or just get the links off my website. Look, and a massive thank you to all of you that were nice and kind enough to leave a like on the video. I do appreciate that, of course. So welcome to all the new subscribers. A few of you came through there. And, of course, an extra special thank you to the Super Chatters. Always appreciate you. Obviously, as I've said a million times before, all financial support to the channel does go straight back into the channel, so I just use it to buy the cool games and all that sort of thing. But obviously, big thank you to Luca and Speedy Chicken for the super chats there. And finally, make sure you do all join in to the various social pipes that Nightbot has been spamming the pretty much entire stream. But always good to get on over to Discord and have a chat. That's where most of the action happens in between racing. If you ever get lost for links, you want to find out what I'm doing, check out a blog maybe that I've posted on there. Who knows? It's all on my website, www.charlieroscoe.com. You can see it down the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. But for now, gentlemen, it's goodbye.